In Poppy Playtime, there are many chases we encounter. In total, there are 11 chases. We are also counting mini games. We are not counting the Huggy Wuggy Nightmare one chase or the Smiling Critters. Anyway, let's just get started. Yeah, there's nothing really special about this chase. Well, it's not chase, it's a mini game. You're just standing around a room and you just start whacking some wuggies, and then all of a sudden, just like that, it just ends. So, yeah. So, next up on the list is Musical Memory, that's in 10th place.
Red, 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 blue, red, red, blue, green, red, red, blue, green, green. Round 2. Red. Red, red. Red, red, yellow. Red, red, yellow, red. Red, red, yellow, red, green. Red, red, yellow, red, green, violet. Round 3. Green. Green, violet. Green, violet, green. Green, violet, green, white. Green, violet, green, white, white. Green, violet, green, white, white, orange. Arts by. Blue J Arts by question mark. Round 5. Green revenues and equality revenues equality hearts lights magic violet tangerine snow revenues lights magic perfect equality hearts magic green revenues and violet equality.
Now, you may be a little surprised why musical memory is so low on the list. Well, there's a lot of other chases that are better. Instead of just standing in a room and start whacking some, like, memory boxes or whatever you call them and trying to remember. Like, it's nothing really fun, but it's way better than Whack-A-Wuggy because at least you have to, like, remember something than just looking around in the room. In 9th place is statues. Yeah, I know, I'm wiping throughout all of those games is because they're just games, they're not really fun. Statues the best because at least you're running around and not just standing in a room. And I like how you have to stop while PJ is right behind you, and it's super intense because he can walk while the lights are on, and that's not really fair. So I kind of like that one. Anyway, the next chase that is in 8th place is, it's Huggy Wuggy. So don't get me wrong, I like this chase and all, but the death just didn't really have to happen. So I didn't really explain about the Huggy Wuggy chase very well, but the reason why it's in 8th place is because you do kill. Everyone thinks you killed him, but it didn't mean anything because in the end of chapter 4, he comes back to life. So that whole chase and knocking down the crate absolutely meant nothing. So that's why it's so low on the list. But I like the chase because it's intense and Huggy Wuggy's behind you and you're in the vents and the chase is more about memory than it is with skill. And I really like his design and his chase. And I just like him. So that's why he's up there too. But anyway, next up is Yarnaby. I didn't really explain very well, but the Yarnaby chase, I'm only doing the 3rd chase. Yeah, get mad at me, but I'm only ranking the 3rd chase. It would be forever if we did the other 2. But I like his 3rd chase, and it actually made sense, because in the old one, he just catches on fire in like the chain. But in this version, I like is because there's actually a lava pit instead of a hole, which absolutely makes more sense. So that's kind of why I like his final chase. Next up in 6th place is the Doctor. I do not like his death, and I'm only showing his death. The Doctor's voice, Harley Sawyer, is very good. The death wasn't even that hard, and what makes the fight so low on the list is you have health bars. So it just absolutely means nothing. In your first run, it's hard and it's more fun, but now it's just not. And what makes this chase so low is it's super easy. And in the end, you just pull a chip like a card. And that's literally it. Explosion, sure, but the chase just meant nothing. Next up is Dog Day.
Just go! Run!
Don't get me wrong, Chapter 3 is the best chapter. Just the worst chase, in my opinion, is Dog Day. I like the chase, pretty short, and it's mostly about memory, but if you know everything, it's going to be a cakewalk. Luckily, Smiley and Critters get in the way, so it makes it a little harder. The only reason why it's kind of way down there is because the ending of the chase. So you use your purple hand, and you jump across, and the door just shuts. We don't know what happens, and what makes it pretty disappointing is, like, Mr. Light gets crushed by a door, Catnap gets killed by the prototype, Doey gets sawed down, like, at least we know the deaths. Next up in 4th place is Mr. Light. Miss Delight's chase, I really like her chase because it's super intense. She's hunting you down while you have to solve puzzles. And just like I said before in the Dog Day one, is that she gets crushed by a door, so at least you get to see her death. And I like her name Miss Delight because she's not very delightful. Now we're at the top 3, and in third place is... Actually, it's in second place. So the second place is the Catnap boss fight. Don't get me wrong, I really like the catnap boss fight, but it's way different than the rest. But the reason why it gets second, people say it's very hard, but for me, it's very easy. If you have a flare gun, you're just going back to the smiling critters. It's very easy. But if you're a beginner, it's going to take you some time to memorize all of them. And finally, first place is...
You and Poppy! It's all your fault! Going to kill you! Can't trust anyone! The gentle voices lie! You lie! I'm trying to be better. To be who they need. Smart enough. Not good enough. Not... I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
If you didn't see already, Doey the Doorman is my favorite chase. You're all gonna disagree with me, but this chase, I just like how intense it is. Yes, it's quite easy, but I don't know what's with it. It just made me pick number one. I don't have a good reason. I just really like the chase scenes. In conclusion, all the chases and stuff are very fun. And Chapter 5, coming around maybe in 2026, I'm probably going to do a ranking of all just that chapter's chases. And I really like the game Poppy Playtime, so thank you for watching, like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.